Oh my gosh, look at this. So today I got something pretty crazy looking. That is called a fighting conch. Look at that thing. He's kind of sticking his little eye out right there. And his foot was coming out here a second ago, but he moved it back in. But look at that thing. That is one crazy looking little creature. So normally before I get fish or, you know, creatures, I kind of talk about getting them before I actually get them and kind of hint at that I'm going to be getting them pretty soon. Well, this I did not do that with because honestly I did not know I was going to be getting this thing until earlier today. You see, this is a really cool and just interesting looking thing. But there's a reason why I got it. Now, this has been something that I haven't really talked about in the videos. It's just been kind of like an off-camera type struggle. But you see this like red looking carpeting stuff on the sand? That is not algae. You see that green over there on the wall? That's algae. That is not algae. What that is either dinoflagellates or cyno, and I'm thinking it's the dino just because of the way it's looking, but they look very similar, so yeah, it's really hard to tell the difference. But you see, I've been struggling with this in the tank for the past few months now. I actually had an antibiotic for it a few weeks ago, and that really helped. It got rid of like all of it. Now, your first instinct would be to do water changes on the tank when you started seeing it, but that can honestly not help it at all, or it can honestly sometimes make it even worse. You see, some of the trace minerals in your water can actually help get this thing going even more. So water changes are really not the best thing to do. Yes, not having the lights on as much and, you know, feeding a little bit more will help, but that's really only like a temporary fix. It's not gonna help it, you know, fully. So I was actually recommended to get one of these fighting conchs because this guy is gonna, it's a type of snail that will kind of just scoot around the bottom. Are you kidding me? Bro, mommy, get out of the food. Like, what is your deal, bro? But this guy will actually scoot around the bottom of the tank, won't get up on the rocks, and just kind of, you know, move around the sand bed. And honestly, this guy will actually start eating this stuff. So that's why I got it. But let's get a better look at this guy. So you can see all this little white looking crystal type things growing on his shell. Those are actually barnacles. And as crazy looking as this thing looks, and this thing's gonna look really crazy once he starts coming up out of the shell. And I'm about to put him in the tank. I've been letting him acclimate for a few minutes. But believe me, this guy's about to look really crazy once he comes up out of the shell. So now, as crazy as that thing looks, his shell are actually what you pick up at the beach and think you can hear the ocean in. You know, things you're like, oh, I can hear the ocean. No, you can't hear the ocean, by the way. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there, but we're gonna go and put this guy in the tank now. Okay, hopefully I got you guys at a pretty good angle right there, but here this thing is, and honestly, when I first saw this thing in the tank, like with the barnacles on it, I literally thought to myself, what the hell is that thing? Because it just looks crazy. But if you look right there, that is actually his foot right there that he will scoot along the bottom. And then you can see his two eyes right there. So yeah, we're gonna go and put this guy in the tank. We're gonna set him straight up just like that, so that way he can come out of his shell on his own. And so we can get a very good look at him. So the clownfish, of course, he's gonna be real curious of him. He is of anything I put in the tank, but here he is. So we're just gonna set him right there, and we're gonna wait for this guy to come out. It may take a few minutes, but boy, oh boy, when this thing comes out of this shell, he is gonna be one crazy looking thing. You see the Royal Grandma checking him out too. Oh, look at the clownfish. Really curious of it. And I actually have three big turbo snails here. There's one right there, and there's one in the very back. You can see him back there. But yeah, this guy is like twice the size of them. But I think this guy's gonna be a big help to the tank, and honestly a really cool addition. Look at his eyes. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh, did you guys just see that? Oh my gosh, it's out of focus. Holy cow, look at this. Did you guys just see that? That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in keeping fish. I cannot even lie to you. That was, okay, I don't even know what's going on right now. That was crazy. Did you guys see that? This thing literally took his whole foot and just flipped himself over. That was so crazy. I knew that's what he was gonna do, but I didn't know it was gonna be that crazy looking. Oh my goodness. If that was not crazy, I don't know what is. You can see him peeping his little eyes out now. Guys, look at this. Look at him. He's moving his foot around now. His eyes are starting to come out. Oh my gosh. This thing's about to move. He's already moving around in the tank. Just put him in, literally just 1 minute ago. And this thing's already filling. Look at that. It looks like an elephant trunk. That's literally what that looks like. That is wild looking, dude. I've never seen anything like this. That is unreal. Look at that. You would never think that something like that would be in, you know, a shell you would find at the beach. You'd never think something that crazy. Look at that thing. Oh my goodness. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of crazy looking things and, you know, keeping fish over the years, but holy cow, dude, look at this. Oh my goodness. This tops it all to me. I think he's already eaten. This guy's already eaten. Look at him. He just cleaned that white patch of sand right there. Look at that. That was just brown looking. This guy is already eating minutes into the tank. Look at that. That's a brown spot he's going over right now. And it just turned white. This guy is already cleaning. Dude. Oh my goodness. He's gonna be such a great addition to the tank. Look at that thing's eyes. Look at that eye, dude. That is unreal looking. Check that out. It's so cool, honestly, to watch this thing eat. I mean, look at that. It literally looks like an elephant trunk. And he's just vacuuming it up. Looks like a vacuum. I don't even know what to say right now, honestly. I mean, this is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. Well, honestly, hopefully this guy does, you know, over the next few days and the next few weeks, really does help clean up this tank. And honestly, within maybe a week or so, maybe before then, may take a little bit longer, I'm not really sure. It kind of depends on how fast he really eats it. But all of this along the sand bed may be gone. And, you know, this will kind of keep a constant food source for this guy. They're not really something you really have to feed. They just kind of pick their way around the bottom of the tank. But my goodness, I'm just sitting here watching this thing eat, and it's just crazy looking watching him eat. But he's helping the tank at the same time. Anyways, the convicts, they're doing really, really good. You can see the male right there and the female. At first, the first day or so, she was being really, really territorial and aggressive towards him. But it just took, you know, a day or two for them to get really used to each other. And they have now paired up. And I would not be surprised if there's some eggs that have been laid up underneath that clay pot. I would assume they would lay them on top, but you never really know with these guys. But a clay pot is something they always like to go for. A flat, you know, hard surface is something that fish love to lay eggs on. But you can see those guys are doing really, really good here, and hopefully we should have some babies out of them very, very soon. And the killifish, they are doing really, really good as well. You can see them right there. They've gotten very, very used to me, and they're just little pigs when it comes to eating, honestly. Love to eat just about anything that I put in here, mainly mysis, shrimp, and bloodworms. But these guys will take flakes, pellets, all kinds of stuff that they can fit in their little mouths. And the crayfish is molted. You can see his shell right there, and then he is buried way up under there. You can see him back there. He has really, really dug himself a cave out of there. Well, there that guy is. So I'm going to let him kind of settle in here overnight, and we're going to check on this guy in the morning and see how much he's eating then. Well guys, it is now the next morning. Look at it. I mean, I don't even have to say anything. You guys already can tell how much this thing is eating overnight. And it's just been working constantly. He's still eating this morning. You can see him peeping his eyes out right there. But yeah, this guy has been hard working overnight. And you can see all of it that he's cleaned up and all the little craters that he's made in the sand. And when this guy, I've been watching him here for about 20 minutes now. He'll sit here for a minute and eat in the area around him, and then just take his foot and just move his whole entire body, like over here. Pretty dang cool to watch. I mean, and this guy has really, really helped out with this stuff overnight. I mean, just check that out. You can see all of it that he's cleaned up overnight. Well, that is going to be pretty much it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to drop a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. This fighting conch that we got is just crazy. I just love watching him eat. It's just so cool. And I've really never seen anything like it, honestly. If there's any fish that you want me to get or any kind of video suggestions that you have for me, definitely let me know down below in the comments. Anyways, guys, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.